on chain, untamed with that wild Tangz drip. Jungle coated legacy, swinging through the crypt. Cardano in my wallet, but the vibes on Mars. Every tang got flavor, got soul, got bars. Pixel punching in the metaverse heat. Every trait legendary, unique and elite. You can see the deal rising, decisions on deck. Community run and we earn that respect. Go wild, let the Tangz go free. We're vibing in the jungle, lab free. No chains on us, we swing with pride. Digital creatures that never hide. Go wild, go bold, go deep. The future ain't flat, it's funky and steep. We got the wildest crew on the blockchain ride. It's Tangz forever decentralized.
Stop. It's in the way.
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are we doing?
Long time no talk. What have we been doing? Rugging on our yachts?
No, not yet. Anyway, I've just been trying different platforms. And I just took out a collateralized loan on a levy to try something on another chain. So we'll see how it goes. Probably gonna lose it.
What is a collateralized loan? I'm stupid. I think of collateral as like your house.
Yeah, so like that. So like I have some coins and I said, all right, I need to borrow some ADA. And so I gave up my coins as collateral and then I took out 6,000 ADA.
Oh. You have to give up ADA coins or Sol coins?
In this case, I gave up my coins as I think the Angel tokens on Levy Finance. Yeah. So and then I'm moving it to like another chain to see if I can flip it. But we'll see.
Nice.
That's what I've been doing.
Cool. Yeah, you've been busy. I've been seeing you tweeting up a storm.
Moving it to like another. Whoops. Yeah. How about you?
Good, man. I've been nonstop nights and weekends product deving. We have 92 users officially migrated from old to new. No downtime, although Luxor pissed me off because I love Luxor, don't get me wrong, but they basically just came back and were like, look, we can't really support this use case. So like all these pools, Luxor via BTC, F2 pool, like we've been using a bunch of them. And so I've like reached out and tried to get the APIs working and stuff. And it's still technically support on ZAVA, but I'm moving a lot more of our stuff to via BTC. So, but yeah, I mean, it's going great. It's a lot of product development. It feels very like quiet from my end,
yeah.
But the early feedback is positive. So I'm really pumped about that.
How many people need to move over? Like
I took everyone, right? So we had 92 people on that old platform, and the old platform's great. Like the old platform essentially has all of the Wild Tangz community stuff, so you can still link your wallets there. You still have the portfolio viewer. It's still a mobile app. But I kind of took the mining portion and I just froze it in place, so you had like the historical data, and then I put every single person on the new platform. So I took all of your selections, I put them on the new platform for you. I took all of your invoices, put them on the new platform, all the credits, all the, like it basically was just like a software move. Yeah. So.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. Well, I don't want to leave anyone behind, like I think a lot of people would have just said like, okay, we're done here, go sign up here. But I mean, like what? A quarter of people check their Discords, maybe. I mean, like I remember like I wasn't mad, but Ore had this whole like airdrop that I totally missed out on because I was a project creator. I didn't get anything in my wallet because I had to like go in the Discord. So I just want to make sure that when we did it, like, everyone was able to kind of come along with that. So
cool. Well, that's good news. We're getting more people moved over.
Yeah. Everybody, if you come over, like you still link your wallets in the old one. You can still track all your Tangz over there in wildtangz.com. And like what ends up happening is basically once a day, wildtangz.com loads all the prepaid hardware credits, right? So it takes all your Tangz, it indexes them, and then it pulls it over to the new platform. And the new platform is architected very generally. So like it doesn't know anything about Tangz, it doesn't know anything about NFTs, it doesn't know anything about private keys for wallets or anything. It's really just SaaS, and it's just tracking all of the pool levels. And so I, as a pool operator, essentially take your information and have the pools pay you out directly. It's great. It's like, honestly, it's exactly the vision I had in mind when we started Tangz. Was like, I'm not a bank, I'm not an exchange, I'm not into tokens. Like, I just wanted to give tools for people who had my artwork. And so like this product is purely SaaS, and it's a great evolution of that.
Cool. Sounds fun. But yeah.
Well, it's fun. Not as fun as seeing you. I've missed you. It's been like three weeks on this.
Yeah, I think it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're like 6 minutes in. Is this also a simulcasting on YouTube, or it's just
Yeah, I think it should be YouTube and Twitter, and we'll do like a quick product demo. If anybody here, obviously like retweet the room. I'm gonna look. There's no comments yet, so comment. Let us know you're here. But yeah, should be able to find on X and on YouTube for sure. Your Discord is going absolutely nuts. What is going on with you?
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I'm in a lot of chats. Give me a second here. And a lot of Discord.
It's good. You want your social media manager to be popular. Although, wait, no, your social media intern. Sorry, I need to get your credentials right.
Yeah, it's the chats and all the other channels too that I'm in. It's crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'll get this shared out. But in the meantime, I guess we can start with the product demo. You want to do that first?
Yeah, let me try to pull my screen up here. I'm gonna share. I'm an idiot, so let's see which one. I think it's this one. Yeah. See my screen?
Not yet.
Oh wait, I gotta add it to stage. That would help.
Add. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Nice. So should I do this in light mode, or I'll just do it in light mode? Okay. So this is ZAVA, man. So like, as people can remember, we are a mining pool. We're not like a passive income stream. We're a mining pool operator. We're now up to, I think, 30 machines, including we just placed an order for a full 73 terahash hydro, which should be up and running in, I think, 2 weeks. So we have like 30 ASIC miners. They run all over the country. And what we do is we basically treat the Tangz as a hardware prepay. It's just like a credit. And every month you're paying electricity. So either you're diverting a portion of earnings to cover the electricity, or we now accept PayPal for your bills. So this is kind of your command central, right? app.zavawallet.com. If you go there, you're going to see a bunch of stuff, but just kind of to take a quick tour, right? The first thing you'll see at the top left is this notion of like pending rewards. So the pending rewards are essentially the centralized pools will start accumulating rewards from the machines, right? You've leased the machines, they're running on your behalf, you're paying the electricity, right? It's a hardware lease, just like with cloud computing. But the pools don't directly pay you every day. They accrue it on your behalf. So like in via BTC, I've set up sub accounts for each of our users, and those users have their wallets directly linked in there. I'm never in the flow of money. It's always just going directly to you. So what this SaaS does is it just goes into via BTC, and it's like, hey, how much has that accumulated so far? So it's an easy way for you without having your via BTC login to figure out what's going on with your pending rewards. Now, over here is slightly different. It's sort of telling you, okay, every 24 hours, right? What am I making and what am I costing? So, as a reminder, these machines, they mine every day and they get a variable amount. It could be $2 today, $3 tomorrow. So this is kind of estimating some averages of like, okay, you make about $2.25 a day and your leases are about $1.50 in electricity. So Opti, quick math. If I see this on the screen, how much money net of electricity am I making every day?
30%? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. So it's about 72 cents. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I was right? So
yeah, you were right. Exactly. Yeah. So this means that if I have a machine and I spend $1.50 on electricity every day, I make $2.20 in revenue, right? So that's like if I spend $45 a month on the one hand for electricity, I get about $66 a month in crypto. And that's kind of like the whole thing of mining, right? It's a utility. It's you turn energy and some hardware into cryptocurrency, right? That's like basically the gist of it.
And the cost in this case would just be the electricity, right? Like that cost right there that I see?
Correct. Yeah. Now we're opening this platform up to cash in the future with some of our hydro rentals and we're going to work to just be a broader reseller. And I can talk a little bit more about that later, but you can toggle whether to include the hardware. So because our Tangz are prepaid, without those Tangz, we're basically getting a sweet deal, right? Like without those Tangz, we would be fucked. But because we have those Tangz and we've prepaid the hardware at a really good rate, you've gotten a deal on your prepayment. So that's why I have this like total net of hardware. And I think if you're a Tangz holder or you're part of an NFT project that we partner with, like you'll want to toggle this to get an understanding better of like what the machines are producing for you net of electricity.
Cool. And this is all like up and running too, right? The platform.
Yeah. This is today, app.zavawallet.com. Go log in with, the same login credentials, the same email you had on the old platform, and your account should be there.
Looks good. I like it.
Thanks, man. All right. So next, what I want to go through with people is I zoomed in a little far. The daily revenue and costs. So Opti, what might you guess that this is?
Revenue and cost. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So every day, like I've set up a sub account for you on Via BTC so that you directly get a slice, right? So every day Via BTC is going to say, okay, Thad got 2% of this one machine. He had a deal where he leased the machine. And so now he's getting 2% of that one machine. So every day, the cryptocurrency that settles goes into this. So like, I'm doing a lot of SaaS analytics on the back end to store, to aggregate, to make it useful. But fundamentally, the pools are just telling me, hey, Thad's share made $1.74 in Caspa on Monday, right? And his Doge share was like 34 cents in Doge. So what's nice about this is like you can see how each of your leases is stacking up and which are the most impactful, right? Because like to me, I want to know, man, my CASP allocations are heavy hitters. They're above cost by themselves, right? I mean, it's great when I add on the Doge and Litecoin slots, but like my CASPA is hitting hard here. And shout out to Chambers. What I did is I made it so you can kind of isolate out different parts of this graph, right? It's a very responsive graph where you can,
So basically just breaks down your earnings from each one. Okay, I get it now.
Correct. Yep. 100%. And it's chain by chain. So you can go on the 30-day, you can see like, oh shit, on the 16th, we must've had a machine downtime, and so that's why I have no Doge or Litecoin that day, but I still maybe paid electricity. So, I got to talk to my operator about getting a credit, right? Like this is now putting you in control of your mining without you needing to manage the infrastructure.
Basically ape into CAS, what this is telling me.
CAS is doing great, man. Like CAS with the hardware credits is really performing well now on those machines. We got a sweet deal on the machines. And so obviously when I resell those for a portion of Tangz, like that machine's doing great. So yeah.
So just to be clear, right? It's CASPA, right?
Yes, Caspa.
Okay, got it. Just make
Yeah,
sure.
not Cadena, which is also is also a mineable token, I think, but it's Caspa.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, I like the breakdown here. So has Doge ever been the majority, like the majority of that bar, like ever? Because
Well, for me, it hasn't, because I only have a couple slots on
Okay.
this setup. But Doge could, for some of our users, Doge is their only thing, and that is performing well here, right? So like that's kind of nice too. You can actually, if you pull the 30-day view, and then you hit this little show cumulative toggle, I can actually see like over the past month how much I'm crushing it, right?
Interesting.
So as of today, this lease has accumulated like $55, $60 worth of this stuff, but it's only cost me $37 in my electricity bill. So this cumulative, like over the last 30 days, will really show you how you can stack.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And I can see, hold on. So it's like, oh, so Doge is a relative. It takes up the same amount, mostly. Okay. No, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. And the big thing here to remember is like, you're going to want to base this off your leases, right? Because like my leases in this account are mostly Caspa, but I can show you here in this, if you hit this little leases tab in the sidebar, you can actually see how I have about, I think it just had a bug loading from the database, because that should have a monthly cost. Bummer. The monthly cost is, I think my servers sometimes, I've had a lot of issues with Supabase, to be honest, which is kind of frustrating me. But, that's why. So total cost net of hardware credit. So I have 27 slots of Caspa and about 8 slots of Doge on this. But obviously, like, you could change that mix all you wanted.
Yeah. And yeah, so it depends on what, you choose to mine. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like here you'll see that I have 2 leases, but like the leases are not created equal, right? Which is why I'm only getting $10 in Doge and like $40 in Caspa, but I also have 3 times as much Caspa in my lease. Yeah.
Cool. And you can just see everything here. So and if you were just doing Bitcoin, I suppose the cost or the profit will be a little lower in this case, but I guess it just depends.
Well, it depends. I mean, this hydro order we came out with is a great deal for us. We got a really competitive price on a big hydro machine. It's going to support 350 Tangz. So that machine, I mean, some of the numbers on it are kind of eye-popping. It's returning, I think, I want to say $500 a month net of electricity. So it's a really good deal. And we're working on good electricity costs with our suppliers. So yeah, I think Bitcoin, you can't just say is like not good. It definitely depends on the terms of the machine.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's one of the safer bets anyway. So I suppose over the long term, it doesn't matter too much.
Right.
I can also see why, just based off this, why a lot of people just won't, check anything. Will just leave their Tangz there and just forget about it for years, right?
Sure. Yeah, you could totally do that too. I mean, I have a dashboard that I look at every month to make sure that I've allocated you according to your reservations. So what's nice about this is like there's an admin side to this, which I can actually pop up the admin side as well right now. And let me do that for you guys.
Are you still doing leaderboards in this one too?
Yeah, so I'm gonna think about how to bring that back. I don't currently have plans for a leaderboard just because I want to get everybody settled and I don't want to, worry people if they're off the leaderboard. But let me share this tab. I know I've shown it before, but like if I share this tab, you'll see actually like this is the dashboard for Wild Tangz, and this is what I see, right? So like this shows me what pools are up. This shows me our collective hash rate. And if I go to, I'm not going to show the customer management because I don't want to reveal people's emails and stuff. But if I go to the allocation, what I'll show you is essentially, go to this one. What am I going to? Yeah, that was right. If I go to allocation, right, what it's showing you is that month by month view of who's on each pool. So when I expand these, and I won't do it here, but when I expand these, I can see which of our users are on which pools. And so like as a farm operator, I now can list out all my leases here. I can go into via BTC and make sure that I can assign them correctly, right? I can see, oh, this, Luxor one had 23 users, but then I can see like based on reserve percentage, the most popular is actually a 270 terahash. So like this is all, what's been nice about this for me is I used to literally just like be in a database doing SQL and I had no dashboard for you guys. I had no way to manage our fleet, right?
And now you can.
And now I can, right? That's been huge for me. It's been honestly game changing. Like I even put in like on our side, I put in social media. So like the Discord integration that you guys see is actually being captured here. And I can just configure Twitter when it comes or Slack or whatever. Like I can configure all sorts of social integrations from my admin dashboard. So we actually are launching a website to resell this as SaaS, but like that was a big portion of this as well as I want to have better customer interactions with you guys. I want to be able to serve you guys better. And so I needed a tool basically that could do this.
Cool. Well, this is definitely something I can write about on the main page.
Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna it should, I think it'll go live soon. Yeah. So we're gonna launch this for operators, right? We're gonna have 3 tiers and we're gonna launch subscriptions for folks. But let me go back to the user side. Yeah. So let's go back to the user side because one thing I want to show you is like kind of the meat of it, which is people have been, a little confused, and I think that's fair. But Opti, if you were to guess what this little available pools thing means, what do you think it means?
I guess it means the ones that haven't been like the ones that people haven't chosen, to mine from, like the slots, whatever.
Yeah, 100%. That's right. So this is essentially your ability to mine. So like if you wanted some Dogecoin and you wanted a Dogecoin miner, right, you can see right here that there's essentially 1 slot left on this. Now, the reason there's a slider here that allows you to kind of slide up and down how much you want. But right now, like this is a cash pay one, and it doesn't really make sense to go in it with Tangz. But if you want a Dogecoin and in the future we add more L9s, those will show up here, right? And so I'm going to actually go to Bitcoin. Let me sort by the profit high to low. And I'm going to, oh, you know what? We just reset. Oh, there's some on this, right? Okay. So
there it is.
This one. Yeah. So Opti, let's say you wanted 10 Tangz on this one, on your 270. What do you think you might enter into this box?
What, dollars, I guess? Oh, that's a toggle for dollars. I don't 13.
You put in 10.
Okay.
Each Tangz is $1 in credits.
Oh, I thought that was just like an approximation. No,
so that's an approximation of roughly like how much per month of Tangz maybe yields, because it's about 50-50 typically on these machines when you pay for electricity. But the way I've done Tangz is a prepaid credit on hardware. So if you have 100 Tangz, you have $100 in hardware leases prepaid for you, right? And so that prepaid kind of aspect is really now a big part of the utility of this project. We're going to have other tools. Don't get me wrong. I still love our mobile app and other things. And I have a lot of plans for us, but like, that's the fairest way to do this in a way that's structured so that each Tangz becomes essentially a prepayment. And so if you go to the website and you say, hey, I have 10 Tangz and I want them on this 270, just put in a $10 hardware lease and you're good to go.
Cool. Okay.
Now you want to see something cool?
Let's see it.
So what would you imagine clicking this box does where it says reduce my earnings by 60% to cover electricity?
So that's like your front loading the electricity cost, like per month, or what?
That's right. So basically what happens is if you check this box, instead of you paying by PayPal $7.88 every month, the pool operator will divert 60% of your allocation into covering electricity. And this is a pretty common arrangement with people. Actually, Luxor just supports this natively, where they say like you can have an electricity account and a main account. But like essentially, rather than diverting all of your allocation to you based on the hardware lease, a little bit is held back, in this case 60%, to cover the electricity costs. So if I click that, what's crazy is you're potentially getting free Bitcoin. Now, you're not really, because you've prepaid, right? You've prepaid with the Tangz and you're diverting a portion of it. But like, this is how 10 Tangz on this machine will estimate about $5 to $6 every month in Bitcoin. And no PayPal's required. You've already pre-purchased the Tangz, right? You've gone through my mint and that was your pre-purchase. So this is kind of this new way of thinking about Tangz, where it's just a hardware credit.
Okay. So wait, so does that result in higher like eventual earnings, or like, is that kind of how that works then?
So the way it works is because you can't, because of regulatory reasons, we don't actually pass through crypto from us to you and vice versa. So we actually just take a fixed percentage. So we just say, hey, for this month, we estimate about 60% of the rewards would cover electricity. So it's not going to be as precise. Okay. But if you don't like that and you want to pay your own electricity, just uncheck this box and then we'll send you an invoice for PayPal.
Well, that makes sense. So it's like, okay, so if I prepay it, then it's essentially like I can predict the cost. But if I don't, then it's sort of more, it's less predictable, and I don't know how much I'll pay.
That's right. And the price of Bitcoin fluctuates day to day. So we as farm operators are taking a risk when we do this. Now, a lot of farm operators do this because farm operators will not loan you money for hardware up front. And like, we didn't do that either. You bought the mint, that got the hardware. It was a prepayment on the hardware. It just came with some cool artwork. Now, the part we are saying is month to month, we can adjust this 60%. And we're selling that Bitcoin for cash at the end of the month, essentially. And that's just going to our operating capital to pay for electricity. So, in this scenario, we're not in the middle of anyone's money. We're just making an estimate of like how much of a diversion would be required to cover that machine's electricity.
Okay. So in most cases, I would probably just, click that.
Right. So I think a lot of people are excited to basically say, hey, I bought my Tangz. That's my hardware pre-purchase. Let's see what happens. And we're just going to, get some free Bitcoin. Right.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably just be clicking that.
Yeah, so once you reserve that, right, and we say reserve for free, we're going to get a little handy dandy pop-up. Now, this I want to walk through with you quickly. So
it looks really good, by the way. It looks really good. Like
Thank
all
you.
The buttons and stuff.
It is pretty amazing how good AI is. And by the way, lovable.dev, I've vibe coded so many prototypes that I've then turned into real production projects. And I can't live without it. So shout out to Lovable, shout out to ChatGPT, all of these AI tools that are making me more productive and making the UI better. Like,
nice.
So helpful. So, okay. So Opti, walk me through what you think happened once I said, hey, my $10 in hardware credits, I want to put it on this machine.
I don't know. I guess it registered in the back end and now you just have to choose which ones to mine or something, or which I have no clue.
So it did exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
But this is Ticketmaster, right? So you've done the hard part. You've actually already said what you wanted. This is just me saying, hey, think about it. You've got, I zoomed in on the wrong part. You've got 15 minutes, okay? Now, you've done the hard part. You've already selected, hey, I want Bitcoin. I want this 270. This is your percentage share, which is the $10, right? And it's saying, hey, here's $10 in a hardware lease. Your monthly electricity fee is $788, but service fees will be deducted from your mining rewards, right? We talked about that. And this is just showing you a nice itemized version of it. So the total due now is $0. And I think what I want to impress upon people is like, I built this whole system so that let's say we have you know, we have 30 machines now, but let's say we have 50 or 100 or 200. Like, I want you to be able to bring your credit card, bring your PayPal, and with a couple clicks of a button, just like we did, get some hardware. Like, that's how easy this process should be for everybody.
Cool. So it's basically a summary of what's going to happen and what your cost is and everything, and make sure you're okay with that.
Exactly.
Cool.
Are you okay with it, Opti?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
I'm going to get rich off of that.
So let's confirm it.
Make money. Let's go.
And there you go. So you can see here, it now is showing up as active. It's telling me that I have 10. If I don't want it anymore, I can release my reservation. If I want more, I can move that slider up. Maybe I want 20 and I can update it to 20. And then going back, this is the only tricky part. So going back to, where do you think this might exist? Like, where do you think in my dashboard I should click to get this?
I'm not certain. No, I'm getting a knock on the door. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Poor Andy. All right, so let's go into leases. And what I want to show people is, you're not going to see it here. And you'll be like, where is my lease? The reason is leases start next month. So in order for this to work, and honestly, in order for us to operate this sustainably, we have to offer month-to-month leases. You have to lock in the price of electricity for the month. You have to lock in the hardware for the month. You have to pay your invoice in full for the month. This can't be a day-to-day thing. It's not a trader thing. This is month-to-month leases of hardware. So Opti, what I was showing you is, if you click the leases tab, right, and then you just hit this little arrow button to next month, there it is. So there's my 270. I can see I own 3.7% of it. Every month it's going to cost me $17.89, which is 10 slots, right? Plus the electricity. And once we start going on it, I don't really know how much it's going to give me yet. So that revenue is $0. But once December hits, it's going to start extrapolating how much this thing is profitable for, right? And that's kind of how you think about it. You go in, you see how your leases are doing, you lock in that next month. And remember, I migrated everyone for September, but you're responsible for October. You migrate for the next month, and then you go in the dashboard and you see it. And, you know, if I want to modify it, I can get more. If I want to release it, I can release it. And I'll release it here. It'll mark your shares to expire at the end of the month. After expiration, you'll no longer receive mining rewards. Okay, release it. And there you go. Nothing in October. Yeah.
So that's how you release it, and that's like okay. Cool beans, and it looks really good too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I probably missed like half of that though, because I went to
You're okay. I'm gonna hit one last thing. And then we're gonna get out of here.
Cool. It makes sense though. It makes sense.
Good. I'm glad it makes sense. So one thing I'm gonna hit. Go to wallets, right? These need to be added. So this is like a little UI for you to add if you want, and I'll reach out if I can't find it. But if you want to add a Bitcoin payout, I've pulled the old system's payouts here, but make sure that your Bitcoin address is correct. Make sure your Litecoin address is correct. If you need to switch wallets, right? You can only do this portion of the flow if you're KYC verified, just like on the last one. And if you are not KYC verified, go into your settings and go check, right, to see if you to go click that button. I'm gonna remove it from the stage for a second because I don't want to. Hold on, let me make sure.
Cool.
Okay, I can share it. I just want to make sure I didn't dox myself. Okay, so if you go here in settings, this KYC status is accepted here, but if you don't see that there, it should generate a KYC link for you, and then you can click it, and it's the same flow as we had before.
Sounds good.
Okay, Opti, what do you do if you're stuck and you can't get through?
Through the KYC, you mean?
Or just through any of this website? What do you do?
You go DM in the Discord.
You can, or you can use our live support.
Wait, is this AI? Oh, that's cool.
So this is not AI. This is my cell phone.
Your cell phone.
So I have an app, right, on my cell phone, and you can start a new conversation. Please enter your email in case we need to follow up. But I'm happy to do these chats on the website while you're on it, because what's nice about it is I can track how you're using the website and I can integrate with the website that way. I'd like people to start thinking about how to use it, right? And so I want to provide this like a real SaaS service. If you want to use this, definitely feel free to use the support, okay?
So it's basically like texting you.
Yeah, boo. Say, hey, boo, I've been thinking of you.
Cool. Well, it looks good. So I did not notice that little chat bubble in the bottom right.
I know. It hides. It hides. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a labor of love. It should all work on mobile as well. You can see my screen now. Oops, sorry with the weird overlay. But you can see my screen now. If you're on the go, just go give it a shot. You can reserve on the go, right? You can see all these reservations down here, all your stats. You know, we can check out let's check out our leases on the go, right? So yeah, definitely give it a shot.
Is it on the App Store yet? Like,
it is not, and it's a bit complicated. I built a wallet, right, and the wallet was self-custodial. It was big effort on my part, and basically Apple said, oh, well, you're using Now Payments to add this exchange feature, so you're an exchange. I was like, I'm not an exchange. I'm just using Now Payments. Like, Now Payments is on the App Store. But anyway, so it's in review. It'll be in review forever. I think what we're going to do is, like, I really want to harden this platform. There's ability for us here on this platform to make it work without needing a mobile app, right? You have the ability for PayPal. You have the ability on the operator side. I'm working on subscriptions for operators to use this. I really do want this to grow as its own SaaS platform. And I think the benefit to all of us there as Tangz holders is like engagement with it, helping shape the tools, helping build this platform. That's all part of it. And obviously getting the rewards from the good hardware. So mobile app, future plan, but not today.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, well, it's all coming together. It's looking good. App Store pending forever. Yeah, but thanks for showing that. It's looking good.
Good. Well, hopefully people can play it or replay it. We'll post the link. Crazy that we have 210 people here. Pretty nuts, Opti. What do you think?
Is it 210? Let's see. Oh, I can confirm.
210. But that's all I have today for you guys. I'm, obviously, like I said, DM support tickets. We're here. We're grinding. I know it's tough.
And you still got to move some people over, right?
No, everybody's there. Everybody's there. If you're not there, then there's an issue. Reach out to me, ticket on the website, whatever you need to do. But you should be there. Your leases should be there from the old platform. Everything should be bright as rain for you. So good to go.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for showing us. Is there anything else you'd like to add to it before I guess we close out? Like, I don't know if you're busy or something.
No. I mean, look, I think next step is continually hardening this platform. The hydros we've got in are going to be really exciting. We're working on like a sustainable model where basically the hydros could be offered at a slightly higher cash resale, or obviously you have the Tangz as prepaid credit. So that all, helps the long-term sustainability. But, I'm blessed to be able to work in my spare time on this. So just appreciate everyone's patience. I know it's been a lot of work. I'm super, super happy the community's enjoying it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. If you have any questions, we'll be in the Discord, or you can text him on his phone through the website.
Dangerous. It's dangerous, Abdi. So, cool. All right. Well, yeah, we'll peace out here, but everybody be well, and we'll try to be back in a couple weeks.
See you next time.
Got 12 wallets, but Solana ain't one. Cardano's my main, where the real gains come from. Stacking that ADA, I'm ahead of the pack. Crypto king moves, yeah, I'm never looking back. Started with a vision, now I'm deep in the game. Cardano's my fortress, ADA's my flame. Solana's out there, but I'm not impressed. Smart contracts on Cardano I'm truly blessed. 12 wallets loaded, yeah, I'm diversified. Crypto life's a hustle and I'm fully energized. Wallet chase a hype, I'm staking my way. Cardano's the truth, I'm here to stay. Yeah, got 12 wallets, but Solana ain't one. Cardano's my main, where the real gains come from. Stacking that ADA, I'm ahead of the pack. Crypto king moves, yeah, I'm never looking back. Solana's got speed, but it trips and it falls. Cardano's my rock, answering all my calls. Wallets on wallets, but I'm picky with chains. Solana's uninvited, I'm dodging the flames. Hate in my veins, I'm a blockchain believer.